Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. Today we're completing the renovation on the Bailey Moon Manor here in the Sims 4. Now if you missed the first part of this, I actually originally streamed the first part of this renovation, so you can watch that back in real time if you want. I'll make sure to link that down below and on screen. If not, we'll do a complete tour at the end of this video so you can see the original changes and what we're doing here today, because I just finished off my Let's Play series with Thorn Bailey and Octavia Moon and Orange Bailey Moon, I guess must be his name. So I just finished that Let's Play off, and in that series I kept mentioning how I hadn't finished the renovations and I really need to. So that's what I started out doing here today. And so basically we finished the downstairs already. So we're working on the upstairs. There's a lot of weird bedrooms and hallways that I'm trying to work through and trying to get them to all fit. You'll see there's a few times that I'm changing the layout because it's interesting. The upstairs hallway it's not the best, but it's kind of the best way we could do it by keeping the house almost pretty similar to how it started, but obviously fixing up a few things here and there along the way. So we actually end up, I think this house has 3 bedrooms to start off with. We end up with a 4th bedroom. So I sort of downsized, I think, this bedroom here and then added another one in front of it. But every bedroom has their own ensuite bathroom as well, which I felt was kind of important for a mansion here in the Pinnacles. They should all have their own bathroom, all that kind of stuff. Then, of course, we have the home studio, which is largely unchanged, and the home gym, which I think, I don't know, I may have added the extra gym equipment in there. I mean, not much has changed there, really. This renovation is mostly about the layout, and also adding toilets in, because the original house just didn't have that. Specifically, the downstairs in the original was not great. The upstairs is actually not too bad. It's just that some of the bathrooms are massive, which is not an issue. I don't have a problem with that, but I was trying to fit in a few more things, and the problem with having a house this big is that you run into the issue of ending up with interior rooms, like rooms that may not have any windows because the house is so, the structure is so big. So I was trying to figure out the best way to do a layout, which you can see was what I'm doing now. I'm trying to figure out how to do a layout and retain the ability for all the rooms to have windows to the outside. So that's why the hallway sort of has to come up and go in the middle of the house like that. And it's also because the way that the stairs actually come up from the front door, you come in the front door, turn right, and it goes up the stairs. Originally, I think the stairs went straight ahead, but it blocked half the house and it made the layout even worse. So that's why in the original renovation of downstairs, we moved the stairs to the right. And it makes the layout flow so much better downstairs. Upstairs, we have a bit of a weird hallway, but it all kind of works out in the end. And we end up with an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom all around, which is quite good. Also, the original house. So Octavia Moon is supposed to be an author, right? The original house didn't have a computer anywhere, so that's been added in. And Thorn is obviously an entertainer, but I don't believe the original house had any instruments either. It does now. Has has a piano, guitar, violin, all that kind of stuff, and a microphone. And then Orange, well, he's a kid, I think, in the original, so he just has a room. In my Let's Play, he became an adult, and he's like completely ripped. So I don't know. He just has a room with his own stuff. So here, because I basically had a weird bit of space left over, and I actually don't mind the big luxurious bathroom, so I kept the room really, really big, and actually just turned that little sort of sub room into like just a shower room, because I thought, why not? I mean, might as well. This is a mansion, so we might as well just use up unnecessary space as you do in a mansion. That's what we're doing. So you can see a little bit of the downstairs there if you haven't seen that before. I was looking downstairs just to see what kind of style I was going for up here, how I was going to sort of relate it. And it's very, very simple, very clean, contemporary styling of most of the interior, or at least downstairs it was. Upstairs, because a lot of the rooms I've kind of left almost as their original, but we changed the size and shape a little bit. Because this is just a renovation that I wanted to make the house more usable. So that's kind of the goal of this. And I think it's a lot more usable than it was originally. So I think we achieved that goal. Also, I love those paintings from Get Famous, those big square ones. I have a lot of really, really nice recolors on them. Also, this bedroom here, I think is one of my favorites because when the light comes in during, I think, the afternoon or the morning or whatever, the light like shines right in the room and it looks really, really nice. However, that would probably be awful because it'd be so damn hot in that room. I mean, having said that, they probably have incredible air conditioning in this place, so it's probably fine. But yeah, it's actually really nice when the sun comes in like that. So we have these, actually, whenever I do renovations, I always feel hesitant to change the height of walls because I feel like I'm renovating the house. Yeah, it's a Sims. I could change literally whatever I wanted, but I kind of wanted to keep the house almost originally what it was, but then we're adding interior walls, removing interior walls, that kind of stuff. Not so much of a huge exterior overhaul, although having said that, downstairs we did actually change quite a bit on the exterior just to make it all fit better. Like we fixed up the pool, made that look neater. We got a front fence and all that. We actually changed the front yard fencing because at the moment it's the that really like fancy, almost traditional, opulent kind of Hollywood style fence, which doesn't suit this house at all because it's modern. I really wish they had added a modern, like tall fencing, like for mansions, and a modern front gate for mansions. Because they didn't. They just added these old school styled, well, not old school style, but just like traditionally fancy styled fencing and gates, which is cool, but you know, could have used some other stuff. So this bedroom, I was kind of trying to go in the same sort of theme as the others, where the other bedrooms pretty much have a color assigned to them, and then everything is just furnished that way. So we're in a similar sort of way, going for this blue and yellow kind of theme, but trying to keep it mostly subtle at least. So that's what I'm going ahead with here. So you can see I'm sort of taking cues from the other rooms. I didn't want them also. I also didn't want the rooms to look the same. But this is a smaller bedroom anyway, so this could be. I don't know. Could be. You know, actually, the good thing about this though, because all these rooms have en suites, if you wanted to have a butler, you already have rooms that all have their own bathrooms. I guess you might want to add like a kitchenette for the butler or something. I mean, I guess maybe not. They don't really need it, so you could probably skip that if you wanted. So I was trying to. Man, there's something about just tall walls in this game. I just can't do it. I think I don't think these are the super tall walls. Oh, maybe they are. I think they are. The medium walls are okay, but when you get like the really tall walls, it becomes difficult. Yeah, these are the super tall because I think we're using medium sized windows and doors on them. It becomes really hard to make it look good because you just have so much wall space to fill up. It's like, what do I do with all this wall? I don't know, and we don't do much. So I don't know if it's in the recording, but so the tiles we got at the moment, obviously a base game tile, but I did go ahead and update a lot of this to include, and I don't think I recorded, I changed the tile, because we changed the bathrooms downstairs as well with different tiles, so I changed them to the same ones upstairs. But like I said, we're going to have a tour at the end, like we always do, and have a look at everything that's been done, and then you'll be able to sort of see some more stuff in closer detail, as well as the downstairs and what we have done down there. So this, I decided to move that little set of drawers because it almost felt like you're being boxed in that corner, which for a mansion, I feel like it shouldn't ever feel like you're being crammed into a room. These rooms are supposed to be big and all that. Oh, also trying to get a door on that wall where I wanted, wasn't too happy with that, but whatever. So going ahead and that, like I said, that's like a shower room. I don't know, just 2 bathrobes in that. That's basically what it is. And then the rest of the bathroom is, the rest of the bathroom. Because the thing is, I ended up with that 2x3 area in the middle there, next to the hallway. It's like I can't really do anything else with it, because it's an interior room. Like I said, I can't really add windows to it unless it's part of a bathroom. So that's what I did in the end, anyway. And I figured it looked okay. I think it looks pretty nice. So actually all the upstairs bathrooms, I basically changed them all to that giant tub as well. Because I was like, why would you have a small tub when you can have this like giant corner tub? Like it's almost like a jacuzzi tub, So I was like, why would you not have that? So I think every single bathroom has that, and one of the nice showers. I also made sure to upgrade all the toilets because when I originally did the renovation, actually no, I think it was before I did the renovation. Originally, I put in when I put in toilets because this house didn't come with any. For some reason, I used all the cheapest, crappiest ones, and they kept breaking. So I went through and made sure that we were all using good toilets now, at least. So I changed all those to, make them a little bit better, make them more suited to this house and styling. And I thought we got this like walk-in robe here, which I believe came with the house. I don't think I added this walk-in robe in the last renovation, but it seems strange that it didn't just have like the get famous walk-in robe elements to it, like those, shoe racks and clothing racks and all that. So I was like, you know what? Let's just add those in. Why not? Also, now that there's that bit of the house there, the master bedroom. Also, there's like towels all over the place in this build, and I'm not really sure why. Like, I don't actually know where they came from. If they must have already been there. I don't know if I moved them, but there's like random little red towels on the other side of the room and all that. Oh yeah, so here's where I replaced this fence because I remember when I did it originally, most people weren't happy with it because I agree, it doesn't suit the style of the house at all. So we're going through and changing that. Now the issue we run into here is because the house is on a foundation. The house is like one level up in foundation. Trying to get a half wall to join to a fence that's on the ground floor. You can see I was just trying to put the gate in there. It didn't work. But I figured out a way that we could do it. Because at the moment you can see the whole half wall is on the foundation. And the game is not happy with that. So what I do instead is I take the half wall, put it on the ground, and then if you just get because normally you can't join a wall in the ground to a wall that's on foundation. I don't know if you guys remember, I did another video, but if you just place a single wall segment, use the move tool, you can place it in a spot that it can't normally be built, which I hope they don't patch that because it's a great feature to be able to get it all to fit in. But here is me messing around because I think I realized I needed to redo something. Actually, is this where... Oh, yes. Okay, cool. I was explaining it, but you can actually see me doing it here. So I struggled with it for a bit, I think, and then eventually I get it to work. So I build the wall over there, pick it up, place it in, then it works. I don't know why you can't just do that normally, but it works that way anyway. This one was a little bit more difficult because it's underneath the roof, you can see there. It wouldn't let me do it, so I instead just put a wall segment there, then join the half wall to it. And then that actually worked out just fine. And then I used that as my wall, as my like sort of front fence. I gave it a more sort of concrete-y texture, so it looked more like a wall. Then I put a half wall topper on it so they don't place plates all over it, which is super annoying. But that's pretty much it for the renovation. Okay, so here we are in the game. This is actually the original Bailey Moon Manor. And I think you can probably also like already tell like there's a lot of similarities with the renovation and the original build. So this is what it originally looked like. There's a lot of interesting decisions and oddities about this that I just didn't personally like. I'll point a few out because they might annoy you too. You know, window choice aside, like, I don't know, like, it doesn't matter that these are placed in interesting locations. That's actually not too bad because it's just like a modern build or whatever. But you know what does annoy me is that these windows are at different heights. Like, why? These are in the same room. They're in the same bathroom, but for some reason, they're just at different heights. That always annoyed me. And then there was like, what is this? Like, why is there a weird cutout there, for example? And this whole section here hangs over the edge of the house with seemingly no support, especially with this bit. Anyway, I'm just ranting now. Yeah, there was that. And then the pool that does this thing. Like, I mean, it's cool, but it's kind of annoying as well. Like, I don't know. Why is there a weird section of pool that sticks all the way down there? And then the other issue I had with it is that it just takes up a lot of space on the deck that we could use for like other stuff. So that's why I changed that in the next build, renovation. Other than that, like, it's not too bad. Like, okay, well, outside is not too bad. Inside, we get to a whole weird interior layout situation. Like, for example, you come through this door here, and then, I don't know, like, there's just a wall there and a rug, and then the stairs are back around this corner, like, which is very strange. I'm not sure why that's there. And then we got this, the saddest looking like wine cellar ever. So I changed that. And then on top of that, the house is just empty. There's just nothing in it. And oh yeah, also, you know, pointing out the fact that the stairs don't have any banisters, which sure, in the defense of this house, it could be a design choice. Some stairs don't have that. Modern houses can be like that. But there's also a kid living here, so that's probably not the case. Now, upstairs, you'll see similarities to the interior and the layout and also the design. Like, I didn't really change much of this stuff, just sort of fix some of the layout. And you can see how the stairs come up here. Even though they're sort of tucked away over there, they still come up in a weird location here. So that's why we changed that. This room doesn't change too much either, although we add a computer to it. And then there's like a walk-in robe here in a bathroom that we sort of shuffle around all this stuff and make it make a little bit more sense. You might also remember, and you might have heard me say multiple times, that there's no toilets upstairs in this house. Despite there being 3 bathrooms upstairs, there's not a single toilet up here. So we fixed that as well. Also, I discovered that there's 4 of those rugs underneath this rug for some reason. And no joke, you can load up your game, have a look, they're there. I don't know about this rug. No. I don't know. Apparently they're so under that. I don't know why. Now, I'll show you the renovation. Okay, so here we are. I think immediately off the bat, again, you can see the outside looks pretty similar. Like I said, I was trying to keep it along the same lines. I did change the upstairs fencing because I had that blue glowy fence that I really, really disliked as an exterior fence. The windows are still the same, except for these ones, which are now the same height. So there's that, and before, you remember that this was all hanging out over the open. That's now closed in. It's all part of the build. We've got a fence around it. It is a celebrity home, so I felt like it should be a little bit more private than it was. And then exterior, we've got this big wall on the side here now as well, which adds to the architecture of the place. It just adds another little element. It also meant that, because this whole section was sort of sticking out as well, it meant that it sort of had a bit more physical support, which I quite liked. And then around the back, the big change would be the pool is now under there. We've got this whole section underneath, which actually I really, really like. And then this little area where that weird dugout part is filled in. Changed like the sort of balcony flooring and all that, and a few things here and there. Oh yeah, actually, this is here. This isn't my fault. This actually came from a lightning strike. There was a storm, and then this appeared on the roof. So when you download the house, it will come with that. And I apologize. I totally forgot about it until just now. Happened in gameplay. Okay, and then obviously we got a telescope because I needed that when I was playing the game. Like part of this is from the Let's Play. But anyway, now downstairs, I think the layout makes so much more sense. From the front door, actually even from the front gate, you can see, which actually is probably not great for privacy, but it's good for visuals. You can see all the way through the house. So from the front door, you have this nice visual line that goes all the way through. You can see straight out the back, and it essentially creates a nice big hallway here that allows, the Sims to get through. And then we also have the downstairs bathroom right here, or the main downstairs bathroom right here, which has been revamped a little bit. A bit more modern and all that kind of stuff. Now we've moved the stairs. So instead of forcing you to walk around and up like that, the stairs are actually just here to the right, which I think just makes so much more sense. Walk in the door, you have a hallway. You can go forward, you can go into this little living room, or you go up the stairs right there. I think that just makes so much more sense, and it's way better. And I kept some of these sort of thicker walls, like we had those big walls everywhere. I kept those architectural elements in some places. But anyway, moving forward here, I also kept a lot of the red theming because this house seemed to love red on the interior for whatever reason. So we kept some of it around the place. The kitchen is just much bigger and much more open. You know what? I don't know if it is that much bigger because the kitchen was here. Anyway, the kitchen is now its own sort of location. It's very open, nice big island counter. And then we have the dining area here, also adjacent to it with a beautiful view out over the city, which I actually really, really like this area. I think the kitchen is super nice. Then we redid the little wine cellar. It's not really a wine cellar, wine cupboard, whatever it is, in here with all these nectar racks, which obviously these don't exist in the base game or get famous. So that's why some of these builds that come with the game, they can only use the packs content and base game content. And obviously they don't typically use move objects or anything like that either. So that's why you don't see some of that stuff. But anyway, I think that looks way better. And we got like the little painting up there as well. And then over to the living room, wanted to keep it nice and super open as well. Like I wanted it to feel open and big, but not empty. And I think we achieved that. So we got these, these red couches here, these fancy tables all over the place. We got that. We did go for a bit of an opulent chandelier just for a bit of fun. These windows here on the side actually go out to the pool area, which I think is quite nice. Then that's out to the decking and out to the city as well. Here we've also built in a couple of bars because Octavia is a juiceaholic. I'm sorry. She has the quirk that when she gets angry, she doesn't have a drink. So we've got a full bar set up there. We also have the globe bar set up over there too. A couple of bookcases. And then through this way, we've turned this little area. Actually, I think it's just still sort of a TV kind of area. It still is that sort of area, a little gaming area, console, TV. And then we have like the little music corner over there as well for performing and all of that. Then through here, this actually goes outside. So this goes to the pool area, which I wanted an indoor-outdoor pool, which obviously we can't actually have something to close this off. But I think this works pretty well for that purpose. Like this area of the pool is undercover, which is quite nice. And you can sort of sit out here, hang out, whatever, have your little drinks, go for a swim, and then you can also swim out this way. And then you still get the sort of infinity pool-ish effect. I mean, it's not quite an infinity pool because you can't really go right on the edge here, but you still get that sort of effect and still get that look, even though it's not all the way along here, which, I mean, it did look cool there, but I think it just took up too much space. So that's there. Through here, we do have a sauna as well. We are celebrities. And then we have another bathroom here, which would probably be the bathroom you would use if you were swimming, so you don't have to go inside through the house. So that is the downstairs. That's pretty much what we're working with. We do have an outdoor bin right here because we don't have one anywhere else, I don't think. But I figured right next to the kitchen is probably a good place to have it. Easy to get to. I don't even know if we have a bin in the kitchen. No, I didn't bother because there's one right there. So I was like, that's probably fine. Okay, moving upstairs. You just saw that whole renovation take place. You will remember from the other house, the stairs came up this way. They were pretty similar location, but they came up that way and then had a weird hallway section. At least here it sort of uses this space. It does mean that you do get a slightly annoying sort of walk around to get into that room. I did originally consider putting the door there, but then it almost felt like you're kind of squishing the door into that tiny space. So I actually just left it there. So you do have to walk around a little bit, but it works fine. Master bedroom, pretty much the same. Master bathroom, also pretty much the same. Did change the tiles. Did add in a toilet. And instead of leaving this empty, I actually put in one of the built-in wardrobes from Get Together. So that is right there. Moving back over this way, just gonna take a deep breath. There's so much to go through. Again, this room is pretty much the same. We do also have a bar in there because Octavia likes her bars. And then we have a computer and a desk just there. Nothing too special, nothing too fancy. That's just where that is. And then through here, this room has obviously taken a bit of a size cut. It's a bit smaller than what it was, but still very light, still very nice. And it still has a wardrobe over here. I believe it had a walk-in wardrobe. Was it over this side somewhere? It was somewhere else. Oh, actually, no, sorry. What am I saying? It was this one. It was this other room that was much bigger and had a separate one. We made this room way smaller. Anyway, so walk-in robe is still over here in this one, but we got like that kind of stuff there. Still bright blue, because apparently that's what it was. And then we have the bathroom over here, which is very, very nice. I do find it funny, though, that I'm pretty sure that this bathroom is probably either the same size as this room or bigger, but, you know, this person's more important. Sure. Though this room does... Actually, you know what? This bedroom... Their bathroom is about the same size as the room because they got this whole room here and then the shower room as well. So that goes in there. And then, of course, we have the new bedroom that's just there. So I think the layout just makes more sense. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms right there. And then we also got the home gym, the sort of home studio, and then each of them have their own bathroom, ensuite bathroom. And I think it's just a much more usable mansion. And it still looks pretty much the same with a few changes here and there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to replace the Bailey Moon Manor in your game, feel free to do so. If not, well, then that's the end of this video. You know, that's all there is. That's all there is to show. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll leave a link to download this below, or you can search for the Sims Supply on the gallery. You can find it there. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.